As the first light of dawn brushes the red earth and the moon retreats beyond the horizon, the eternal dance of sun and moon continues, a cosmic rhythm told and retold in the myths of Africa. And today, we discover a story of creation, a tale as old as the creation of mankind, the story of the moon and sun. Among the Dogon of Mali, the cosmos is alive and mathematically precise. Their creation story tells of Amma, the supreme god, who created the sun and moon as part of the cosmic order. The sun was hot and masculine, a force of activity. The moon, cooler and feminine, was linked to water and fertility. Together, they governed time, the sun marking the day, the moon guiding ritual and rebirth. In Yoruba mythology, the sun and moon are deities Orin and Osupahus. Journeys reflect spiritual truths. Orin, the sun, represents clarity, vision, and divine will. Osupa, the moon, is softer, intuitive, and changeable. Their cyclical chase across the sky is seen as a lesson in persistence, harmony, and the sacred balance of opposites. The Zulu tell of a time when the moon and sun were placed in the sky by the god Unkalunku, but the moon, desiring eternal life, clashed with the sun's demand for finality. The moon was granted rebirth each month, while humans, like the sun, were condemned to one life. This myth not only explains lunar phases, but also wrestles with mortality and the human desire for renewal. Across these stories, we find common threads: duality, balance, transformation. The sun and moon often symbolize masculine and feminine energies, life and death, the seen and unseen. Their eternal cycle reflects the rhythms of agriculture, the tides of the ocean, and the inner landscapes of human emotion. These myths are not just stories, they are guides. In many African societies, lunar and solar calendars govern planting, harvest, and ceremonies. The phases of the moon dictate when to heal, when to dance, when to rest. Elders pass down these myths to teach young minds about respect, responsibility, and the unseen forces that shape our lives. Though distinct, these myths share striking similarities. The sun and moon are never mere objects, they are beings with intent, emotion, purpose. Where the Dogon see precision, the Yoruba see divine personality, and the Zulu grapple with existential truth. Each myth reflects the landscape, lifestyle, and spiritual orientation of its people. In a modern world driven by science and speed, these ancient myths remind us to slow down, to observe the sky not just as a backdrop, but as a storyteller. They remind us that we are part of a cycle, that life is both light and shadow, day and night, sun and moon. So next time you watch the sun rise or see the moon cast its glow, remember, somewhere in the heart of Africa, an elder once told a child, "This is how the world came to be." And in that telling, the sun and moon were never just light, they were life. African myths of the sun and moon, stories of balance, spirit, and time.